how easy or difficult it is for people to accept that doing 1% today is enough?
Oh, that's the interesting thing. But I like to use the example of like when we want to get started, a lot of us do the whole, oh, I'm going to, start running 10 miles every day when it comes to January 1st and my New Year's resolutions and those kinds of things. And of course, by January 2, if we're lucky, we're laying on the couch going, everything hurts. Why did I do that yesterday? And then it doesn't happen again. Right. So instead of trying to do something too big, to say, okay, what's that one tiny thing that I can do that feels doable? It feels very realistic. It will help me move forward. And what's one thing that I can do today instead of going, okay, well, maybe in 3 months when I've finished doing this and then I can do that. And, we start having the chicken and the egg thing where, well, I can't do this until I do this. And instead of doing that, just to say, what's the one thing that I can do today? What is the one little tiny thing, even though it might not feel like much? Sometimes that's what I like to call, there's this big boulder and there's this big thing you want to do, but there's a little pebble that's holding it to keep it from start rolling down. And if we just take that one pebble out, that gets us started moving. And once we're moving, then we're going forward, we're making things happen, and we're more likely to continue moving. Whereas if in our mind we're going, oh, I have to do this big thing before I can have anything happen at all, we don't move at all. And we just sit there and it's hopes and it's dreams and that's great, only it's not reality and us moving us forward. So some people feel like, oh no, I need to be able to do big things. And that's great. Then I'm not your coach. Right. Because my mindset is that it's a one thing with another thing with another thing. And when we start piling those up or putting those together into steps in a direction, then we're moving forward and we're doing great things and we're being able to have that even better future that we want to have. And it's starting to happen starting today instead of waiting until the perfect moment that never comes.
Absolutely. I keep saying the same thing to my clients, and also I've written about it in my book, that don't try to do everything together. Definitely you fail. I give an example of learning any new sport or music. When you go as a beginner, you don't want to go and play the match, For example, if you want to go play tennis, you don't go to your coach and say, hey, I'm ready to go for the tournaments. No, the coach will only teach you how to hold the bat probably in the first few lessons, So everything in life has a process and we have to take baby steps to achieve big dreams. That's so interesting. But then people, like you said, people want to do everything and then they give up easily. According to you, how can people have that momentum? Even if they are doing small things, sometimes people lose momentum because they think, oh, they have been doing it for 3 months and they don't see the results. They are comparing themselves to other people who are ahead of them, or, all the shiny object syndromes on social media. So how do you advise people to keep up the momentum? Give one piece of advice to escape burnout or increase productivity.
Oh, that's such a good question. So as far as, I guess, advice, I would say